Hello, everybody. All right, I keep starting this off with, listen, welcome to A Guy in His Room, everybody. Starting off a new episode. Happy birthday to somebody who might be listening. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody's birthday out there. Happy birthday, guys, or girl, whoever it is. I've done enough of the whole, starting off without an intro. Time to get serious, you know. This is A Guy in His Room. It is a podcast where we joke around a little bit, and sometimes we even go into the news, guys. This just in, everybody. Finally, we have Barbie with Down syndrome. You guys hear about this? You guys hear about this? Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, we're just starting off with a story here. Barbie with Down syndrome already selling out, according to Yahoo Live. Here's how kids with the genetic disorder are reacting. So apparently they've already had a Barbie with a wheelchair and a curvier Barbie and also different skin tones. Now, this kind of proves the point that I've heard people make. That just linked to buy the Amazon link. That's not what I wanted. All right, this is curvy Barbie. I mean, this is just normal. This isn't. Oh my god. They made a vitiligo. Guys, in case your kid had vitiligo like Michael Jackson, here's a Barbie for you. You need to have the exact copy of you to oh, looks like I'm peeking a little bit. In order to hello? Hope I don't have to start over again. I was a little too loud there. Oh, my producer's telling me lower the levels a little bit. All right. Look, I mean, here's the problem that we've had all these years with Barbie is we haven't had somebody that's an exact copy of the kid who's playing with the toy.
And those times have to be changed. I mean, we really need to have people represented. You have to see yourself in the toy. Even if you get a
This kind of proves the point of this comic book artist I follow, Ethan Van Sciver. He's the biggest comic artist that's like outspoken. He does have a point that girls and boys, like girl and boy kids, they play differently. Where boys, and because he says, I guess the company Lego did this study. It's a real study that boys supposedly play differently because they don't they play Batman and they become Batman. Like they don't need a copy of themselves to be Batman. Like if I'm playing as an X-Men, like I would, I guess, if I was a kid. And I'm not like, this is me, like, I don't know. It's just like I'm Wolverine, like I don't need, I'm not like, oh, this is, I don't remember what he would explain. Like, where girls are like, okay, I need this to, be, I am Barbie now. Like, I'm putting myself in Barbie. Like, we would become Wolverine because we are like, I want to be Wolverine. Like, I don't want Wolverine to be me. But, girls are like, yes, this is me now. I'm Gwen or whatever name the little girl is like, that's me. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it makes more sense that they'd need these Barbies to be an exact copy. But it's just like lame. It's like there's no imagination. I mean, yeah, we did have I mean, look, a lot of the stuff, these people arguing all these changes, like they are right in the fact that yeah, we did have a standard, a beauty standard but that's just human nature in my opinion. Like it's not a oppressive, like you can't change our DNA, like you can't make us not have animal brains. Like we can't, we can't really get rid of our reptilian brain, our primitive caveman Cro-Magnon brain. We can't get rid of that really. We can try to deny biology or evolution, but I mean, when it comes down to it, we really are cavemen and we really are savages. But I mean, yeah, it's human nature to just want something to be beautiful. You don't want to, like, if I'm, and maybe girls would like this. I don't know, like, because of what I was saying, girls and boys play differently. Like, maybe they do like this. But if I was a kid, I wouldn't want a G.I. Joe that's me. Like, I want to be a G.I. Joe and think that I'm as strong as the G.I. Joe. Like, I become the G.I. Joe. Like, um, I'm not like, oh, I want one that looks like me with glasses and like nerdy and skinny and like not at all athletic. Like that's what I want in a toy. Like no, boys want to think, boys like we want to be the thing. But here goes. If you guys have any kids with vitiligo, I mean, hey, very specialized Barbies now. I didn't even know that was a thing, but now there's one with Down syndrome. I mean, look, I'm not saying ban Down syndrome Barbie, but and I mean, to me, this really, like my friend was pointing out, I don't really know if I think this has Down syndrome. Like, I don't really. Oh, okay. So here's the other Barbies here. Black Barbie and also in a wheelchair. That's one. Brown Barbie, maybe Indian. I don't know. And then another brown Barbie. I mean, POC are just brown, so who knows if it's Indian or black or like whatever. So these don't look very diverse on the left here, just normal. Regular Barbie, POC, first POC Barbie, second POC Barbie. Now, I don't know if they're probably going to make I mean, here's the thing. You couldn't really make a well, I was going to say you can't make a lesbian Barbie, but you could just dress it like a lesbian, I guess. But you could dress a Barbie like anything, right? I mean, the whole Mr. Potato Head idea was like, oh, do whatever you want with him. But now we have to have specialized, like, oh, it has to be exactly what I am. Like, it just is, there's no imagination in it, I mean, and plus there's too many variables. Like, okay, if you're going to do this, then start doing, okay, there are different hair colors. I don't know if you can get different hair colors with every Barbie. No, it doesn't look like. I mean, you have to buy a separate. I mean, what if I want a red-haired ginger Barbie, Okay, I have to take a shit, guys. Something about this subject is just... All right, we're back. Sorry, I did not record me taking a shit. I know you guys were probably hoping to, like, hear that in the background. Yeah, you know what? So I just clicked on this article about weight loss, people using some medication for diabetes for weight loss. I guess celebrities are using it. And then this other celebrity that's skinny is commenting on it. Like, Padma Lakshmi. Yeah, she says,
But also the pressure for women in media is much different than men in media. So maybe I don't know what voice I'm doing. We have to maybe look deeper to the reasons why, as society, we not just put on the shoulders of the women who want the same opportunity that men get. We have to be strong, but not too strong. We have to be vulnerable, but not too weak. Yeah, men too, asshole. What are you talking about? I'm so sick of this shit. Like,
What are you complaining about? Women? Fucking rich celebrity woman? Like, what are you complaining about? We have to be thin? Look at Lizzo. What are you talking about? Why do you think Lizzo's so celebrated? Because she's not skinny and not giving to the quote-unquote rule that you make up for yourself. Like, what rule? Are you kidding me? Maybe 30 years ago, there was like not even a rule, just like, people don't want to look at a big... Well, here's the thing. Lizzo wouldn't be as celebrated or as talked about if everybody was as big as her, because it's like this different thing. I mean, it's different still, even though it's, we already had like, Patti LaBelle. Who am I trying to think of? That singer, Aretha Franklin, and, bigger singers like that. I mean, they weren't like on the main showing off their body and stuff like they have Lizzo doing, but I mean... And then this other, apparently a Real Housewife of New Jersey star, Jackie Goldschneider,
said she was horrified at how many people are taking Ozempic for weight loss, even though it's for diabetes. I can talk about it all day. It gets me so fired up. I'm horrified by it. Said, who noted that she's scared it will lead to eating you start dropping massive amount of weight. It's so addicting. Okay. You know what?
Every celebrity's on this then. She is talking about it, and she said she was on it. And that's why she's worried about it, because she had it spiral into anorexia. So it's your experience. I mean, yeah, probably most women celebrities are on this then. Because, like, celebrities are really, like, people, like, act like they're so special, but really they're, like, so peer pressure, susceptible to the peer pressure. I mean, they all do the same shit. They all join Scientology, or they all go to the same parties. They all do the same shit all the time. Like, it's rare to see a celebrity that isn't... like, it was rare that a celebrity said, I just didn't deal with Harvey Weinstein. Like, I didn't even bother. Like, they just didn't really talk, probably. There was, like, one lady I remember that said, she seemed to have a career anyway, but, like, yeah, they're probably mostly on that. And, like, what is that, society's problem? I mean, where do you see people mocking someone for gaining weight anymore? Like, where? Look at Sam Smith. Do you think that's... Sam Smith? Oh, look at Sam Smith. There's so much pressure to be thin. Even though he's, like, fucking letting it all hang out everywhere wherever he can take a picture of his flabby belly, that's where he's going. And you're telling me, folks, that I guarantee there's a new photo shoot with him. Watch. Oh, he did another satanic performance. Oh my God, what is going on? Sam Smith is like, honestly, if there is a Illuminati, like, they're like, Sam Smith, you're just, like, really being too overt with this. Like, if I'm the Illuminati guy and I'm talking to Sam Smith, they're probably gonna have to pull him aside at some point.
Hey Sam, can you come down to hell real quick? I need to give you a talking to. This is the devil and I need to talk to you. This is Beelzebub and oh, he has a health update. Well, no wonder he's chubby as fuck. So he's supercharged queer romp. Let's see, he had a 2 weeks ago, page 6, so this is not really a conservative rag. Sam Smith slammed.
For satanic, hold on. Sam Smith slammed. Isn't that the one I played earlier? Sam Smith slammed for satanic and grotesque doesn't work. Sorry. Everybody, Sam Smith slammed for satanic and grotesque tour performance. What did he do exactly? Well, he looks fucking terrible as usual. So he just, I guess, is doing more of what he did at the Grammys or whatever that was. Performed a satanic show filled with sexual references, fetish gear, striptease, imitation of sex acts on stage while children were in the audience. Well, I don't know. Why would you bring kids there? I don't know if I really blame him for that. I mean, do you really, like, I don't know. Is that... Here's some more example of depravity, guys. Kendall Jenner just having her nipples out. I mean, this is just normal now. I don't know. It's just, like, ridiculous. Why not just be naked, you know? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, just, like, fucking put it all out there. Put it all out there. Ugh, I don't know. Whatever. Just, like, fucking leave something up to... Like, why do you have to flaunt everything now? Anyway, yeah, so he did that Grammy Awards thing. We already know that. Now, I'm not gonna go along with Ted Cruz. I don't know if it's evil. I mean, I don't know. Like, to me, it's just like, what is he doing? Like, I don't get it, but, so he, I guess, is doing just more of it on tour. I don't really see anything, like, that's not really describing. What? He canceled a show? Hold on. He abruptly canceled this was a couple weeks ago, or was it? It was like last week, this past week. Sam Smith cancels UK show days after a vicious Piers Morgan attack. He canceled it amid the row, as the Brits like to say. Provocative costumes and secularized performances rages. Like, not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, I don't really get... I mean, I don't remember. I guess I've never been to a concert where they said it's age restricted now that I think about it. But, like, if I'm going to see Sam Smith after the Grammys thing, now that he did that, like, it would be like going to see Madonna in the 90s when she did that sex book thing, remember? Like, and then you take your kids there and then you're outraged. I mean, the Grammys is one thing because, like, you're just sitting at home watching, and I guess it's supposed to be family friendly, you know? But I guess he got a bunch of shit. Piers Morgan, who I just don't really like anyway. I don't really... Okay, so he looks like he just keeps dressing up as the devil with, like, ridiculous... Why are you doing... I mean, this is kind of... He's just doing, like, a gay pride thing. He said, "My point about Sam Smith is it's just an orgy, in my view, a narcissistic, self-indulgent, deliberately shocking stuff. He looks terrible." Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it does look ridiculous, but I mean... And he... I mean... Oh, I don't know if that's why he... Oh, he said some of them got sick. I don't think it was because of the Piers Morgan thing. Yeah, I'm not... I don't know. If you bring your kids to Sam Smith after the Grammys thing, like, why... Like, you're just kind of stupid. You're going to bring, like, are you kidding? That would be, I mean, not everything has to be, like, not everything has to be G-rated and family-friendly. Like, imagine you go to, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think. You go to see, like, the South Park movie when that came out, and you're like, well, it's a cartoon. I thought it would be for kids. It's like, no, it's South Park. I mean, I know Sam Smith probably, I just can't, like, I mean, if you go to a Lady Gaga concert any time ever in the past and you bring your kids there expecting it to be kid-friendly, you're an idiot. I mean, they've always been, like, pop music now is very risque, like, all of it. You have to be really careful. And, I mean, I guess you really can't raise you just can't raise kids anymore, let's be honest. If you don't want your kids to be fucked up by constant, I mean, it's like over-the-top pornified everything, everywhere, all the time now. Like, I'm actually, like, there's really nowhere else to go. I mean, you know, I remember when Miley Cyrus, like, you know, got all slutty, like, around when she did that, I don't know if it was MTV or whatever it was, like, with, Robin Thicke guy, and everybody was like, what's up with her? Well, first, she was on drugs. Second, she was she was probably fucked up, by drugs and being a child star. And, you know, I don't know, that whole culture is, like, really just more and more crazy sexual, although they're doing these loopholes to not technically show, like, that's kind of why, like, you know, that whole Janet Jackson Super Bowl thing where, like, it wasn't exactly nipple, but it was, like, kind of almost a nipple. But, like, now everybody, like that Kendall Jenner thing I just saw, like, I mean, people were mad about Janet Jackson. And, like, look at now. I mean, you literally have celebrities walking around with just showing basically everything except for their, like, vagina, which will be happening soon. I mean, how far you could probably get away with that if you had a almost sheer thing. You could get away with that. I mean, like, that's kind of like where I'm almost, like, grossed out almost. Like, when when a like woman celebrity is, like, flashing her vagina, I'm like, okay. This is, like, desperate, you know, like. And there have been, like, some, like, you know, I don't, what are they called? Not nip slip, but, like, yeah, I just, like, look at him. He looks like a fucking cherub. Like, this is, like, I mean, we're in Rome now. I mean, he looks like one of those non-really gender-specific Rome cherub, like, he's non-binary, and all those cherub statues they have. I mean, see, even PBS posted this. Okay, I just Googled it. And I talked before about that lady who talked about this. How, like, every culture got, okay, I don't need to see Pompeii victims. I don't know why that's on there. Oh, I guess there was mud that protected the statues. Hold on a second. This isn't what I wanted. Oh, here we go. Maybe. My gender fluid reports.wordpress.com. Sculptures weren't the only thing that was homoerotic in ancient Rome. I mean, what wasn't homoerotic in ancient Rome? Are you kidding? Okay, that was nothing. That was a shitty click from me. Sorry. Look, I should have looked this up before, but hey, I'm just fucking improving, man. I guess just Roman sculpture. Just look up Roman sculptures. I mean, I guess a lot of the ones on I don't know, I guess it's not really coming up. I just want to make fun of Sam Smith. Come on. Come on! Well, I guess these are little kids, so it's like makes sense that they're chubby. But I mean, that's what he looks like right there. Cherub, chubby angel sculpture. If you want this, it's $117. Thank God the penis is covered up there. It usually is not. Even if it's a kid statue, it usually is not. I mean, look at him. Like, why do we need to see it? Why? Yeah, I don't know. Who cares if he's a Satanist? I don't care. Just fucking stop showing your body. You know what he is? He's a male Lena Dunham, is what he is. I'm gonna look up her now. I don't get why she was ever famous. I don't really get it. That's not really like. See, I don't want to type nude because that's NSFW. Ugh. I wouldn't be mean if she didn't flaunt her, like, completely, like, just, you know. I mean, a chubby guy has the same body, like the same boobs even. A lot of these, like, are, like, ew. Dude, like, does lesbians even like her? Like, who is she? Who is her target audience, you know? Oh, here we go. This should work for the Sam Smith comparison. I mean, look at this. Ah, it's gone. Where'd it go? Okay. Now, if you would look at this, hold on. Look at this, and then the Sam Smith. Okay, he almost looks like a fucking twin. I mean, the same body. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Okay, so there he is, and there is Lena Dunham. I mean, kind of the same to me. I mean, yeah, before he was really normal looking. I mean, look at him before, it's like night and day. Ugh! Why does everything have to be fucking over the top and gross now? Like, why do I have to see... You know, like, my problem is, like, he can be whatever he wants. Like, I don't care if he wants to... Oh, my God. Sam's... Look at this article I found.
Hey guys, Sam Smith haters admit it. Their transformation is glorious because, you know, Sam Smith is a they, them, if you did not know. As they release their latest album, their second, you know what like...
Anybody who has pronouns, you will notice in the mainstream, like, articles, they always, you know, constantly put the pronoun, like, where it's unnatural and no one would ever speak this way. No one would ever say they're constantly like this. But here we go.
So, guys, their second since coming out as genderqueer, I don't know what that is, and either do you. It is time to celebrate just how fantastically themselves they are. God, this is unbelievable. It's a bold new beginning for Smith in several ways. For one, they've been wearing things, often traditionally female-coded clothes, that they wouldn't have dreamed of putting on when they're... Take a shot every time. You'll die by the end of the paragraph. Career began and carrying themselves with heartwarming confidence. Their first album, 2014's In the Lonely Hour, feels practically sexless, compared to their new music. That's one paragraph, guys. Wow, look how much younger he looks in just this Stay With Me video. Alright, guys, here's the next paragraph. Smith recently told The Independent that they've got the opposite of body dysmorphia. They look like they're the most comfortable they've ever been, And in a world where people get scrutinized for simply existing, it feels like a spectacular accomplishment. Smith seems truly alive and thriving in their new musical direction, and I'm living for it. Oh my god. This is a guy that wrote this. With Smith's... Oh, I'm surprised they didn't say there. With Smith's latest album, Gloria, now available, Smith is poised to cement his status as one of the world's most popular artists. It's taken a long time for Smith to get to this glorious, liberated space, and they've dealt with an absurd amount of backlash along the way. But Sam Smith's transformation is one worth celebrating, and for those who followed them, it's something they've been building towards their entire career. Oh my god, okay, I can't even do it anymore.
That was 2 paragraphs. There's like 8 more paragraphs. It's fucking crazy. Look how much skinnier. Oh my god, look how much skinnier he is in this. Okay, YouTube, I'm not playing the audio, so. Oh my god, he's like Chris Martin's. Now, did he have an eating disorder back then? I don't know. Well, you would think so because of the way he is now. Like, oh, he must have had an eating disorder. He looks like a Chris Martin back then. I mean, I assumed he was gay, like, as soon as he came out. Like, not as gay. I mean, like, as soon as that Stay With Me song, I don't know. You could just tell he's gay. Like, I don't know. Just something about his voice, like. And I mean, that song is a ripoff of that Tom Petty song. I mean, it's as soon as you hear the song, you know it's a ripoff. People tried to, like, defend that, and it's like, there's no defending. I mean, that's who doesn't know that Tom Petty song? Everybody's going to know it as soon as they hear that song. Like, Lena Dunham, guys. Fucking sexy. Lena Dunham. Is the ham done? What if that was a stage name? I mean, who knows? Everything is a stage name. I mean, where are her boobs? Look. Please do not handle, Tez, on... And, like, I mean, this looks like a trans guy, like, that maybe didn't get the surgery yet on the top, but... So, Sam Smith is the chubby cherub statue. I mean, this really isn't any, it's kind of like, some of this is over, a little bit over, like, reacting, like, just don't go to his concerts. Don't take your kids to his concerts if he did a satanic performance if he dressed as a literal devil. If you're not, like, into LGBTQ, like, why would you take your kids to Sam Smith? Are you crazy? I mean, just that performance by itself, like, why would you? I mean, yeah, like I said, I guess it sucks because there's nothing like G rated anymore. I mean, who can think of can you guys even think of like a G rated singer, Oh my god. I mean, I don't know why I click on these. I'm a sexy cop. I mean, I've seen girl cops, like, in New York. I mean, yeah, I've seen ones that look this good, at least. I guess people kind of just... I kind of feel like when somebody's, like, when a girl's just online and puts her pictures out there, something about that just hypnotizes guys where, like, they don't have to even be that great. Like, I mean, no, she's not the most beautiful in the world. Oh. I mean, yeah, you just make an account and you look half decent, and you can get guys ogling you all the time. I mean, it's not hard at all. Like, you just see a girl, you just have to... All you do is sit on your phone or whatever. This is ridiculous. I hate TikTok. I hate it. Kill yourself. If you do these, like, filled with attitude TikToks, go die, please. I just hate everybody that does this shit. I hate it. Like here's what they do in every fucking video.
If you do this, go, like, listen, guys, stop doing blank. And then
They have some attitude thing. They everybody does it. I'm sure guys do it about women. I'm sure everybody. Ladies, next time you see me walk out of a fucking, I don't know, whatever. Hey, moms and dads out there. Next time you ask me to do homework, sticks your finger out there like a fucking asshole. Everybody is such a little brat, thanks to social media. And I know I slam TikTok. It's the same with everything. TikTok is the new Vine. I don't know how that's any different from Vine. It's the same thing, isn't it? I mean, how is it any different? Everybody's freaking out about TikTok, but we had Vine already, so I don't really get it. I think TikTok is shorter, but like, who cares? How is it any different? I guess because China made it, so it's worse. I don't know. I'm 36 and covered in tattoos. I regret them all. Well, that's pretty bad if you regret all of them. Yeah, I don't know. This is too many. It's not. I've seen worse though. Like there was that one lady. Who's that one like famous lady that had like a tattoo show? Like she was ridiculous. She looked fucking retarded. People that have like, I see, and I mean like a guy or a girl. Like guys usually have. Guys are the ones I've seen with fucking tattoos on their skull. Like all over their head, like they'll have a shaved head and like fucking tattoos. Like, what are you doing? Are you a? I mean, I guess I mean, it looks like you're in prison. You're part of like a. It looks like you're a cartel member. I mean, I don't know how to say it otherwise. I mean, you look like you're in a cartel or a gang. There's no other. I know it's like you can't even tell anymore. I guess girls mostly aren't in cartels, but who knows, Where is it? I just had it. Okay. Here's some more fucking news, guys. Guys, employers reveal why Gen Z is the hardest generation to work with. So I kind of wanted to talk about this because I think it's funny, but, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. But I was a little surprised. Like, I know I have some Gen Z in my work office, which I really hardly ever go in anymore. Like, it's almost like just work from home at this point. Like, I mean, I went in, I don't know. Anyway. It doesn't really even count. Like, I don't know how I guess working remotely with them might suck too, because it's harder to tell like someone's mood on a virtual working experience because you don't see what they're, I guess Gen Z is anyone born from 1997 onwards. 65% of employers said that they have to fire Gen Zs more often than any other generation. I'm not even close to shocked. And I guess it said here, like, the first week, a lot of them were fired in the first week on the job. Now, I don't, like, this is kind of biased against Gen Z, this article, because it doesn't have any positive. Oh, this is a millennial complaining about Gen Z. I mean, I'm barely a millennial, but I'm. Oh, yeah, the pandemic made it worse, obviously. One New Jersey manager said, I don't want to offend or trigger someone. I always have it in the back of my mind that I'm going to get angry one day and I'm going to get freaking canceled. And then this millennial said that hold on, let me call my voiceover actress.
The biggest difference I noticed was just a difference in professionalism. I do think the pandemic had a... anyway, that's not...
They exhibited the same weird office behavior. They didn't know how to conduct themselves in a business setting. I was taught how an office operates, whether it's dealing with a hierarchy or just something as simple as looking at someone in the eye. They're all autistic, I guess. Another major complaint was distractibility. 36% of managers said that Gen Z has a hard... Well, everybody does now, kind of. We'd be on Teams calls, and you'd be able to tell that they were on their phones. If we called on them, it was like deer in the headlights, and you could tell that they hadn't been paying attention. An anonymous electrical construction manager agreed and said they are phone zombies. The lunchroom used to be a blast. Shit-talking was part of the fun. Now they just keep their heads down and scroll. That's really depressing, because, like, a blue-collar job like that, like, you want to be one of the guys, you know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you eating that? Huh? Figures. Just like, what? What? I'm looking at what? I'm scrolling, what? What? They also said they have a lack of effort. Anytime a customer would come in even remotely close to closing, they would be doing anything to get that person out of office quicker. Entitlement. Yeah. Wow. Look at this. A physician from Arizona who works with Gen Z residents told the Post that this attitude is even creeping into the medical field. They start to actually ask for things like, oh, I don't want to see patients. Like, what? They're too easily offended. Yeah, of course. They're a little bit more fragile and sensitive. Oh, my God. Hold on. This guy, a leader of a nonprofit in Colorado, said our Gen Z employees dominated our culture with social justice fundamentalism. More employers report that they're walking on eggshells, even afraid of their own subordinates. I mean, look, just fucking fire them. It's your company. If you're the manager and you're afraid of your Gen Z, like, employee that's under you, like, you need to, like, get some balls. I mean, that's kind of more on you than, I mean, that's ridiculous. I know you don't want to be canceled. How can you be, like, come on. You don't have to hire them. You don't have to hire Gen Z people. There's plenty of, well, I don't know if there is. I hope there's. I don't know. I mean, look, I hope this is an exaggeration, this article, but I think it's probably more than it's reported here because they probably didn't speak out, you know. Like, now anything that's, like, negative, it's just like, you know, people hold it in. Young Meghan Markle revealed in secret photos she never wanted world to see. Who cares about this shit? Who cares, dude? Oh, here we go. Here's another woke story.
Yeah, lots of news stories this time, guys. BLM activists ruined...
White University... Wait, what? Oh. BLM activists ruined White University of Virginia students' rep over misheard remark. Oh, my God. This is all it takes, guys. A well-known Black Lives Matter activist ruined a fellow student's reputation, accusing her... Oh, my God. Wow. Accusing her of referring to George Floyd protesters as, quote, speed bumps and threatening to run them over, only to later admit she may have misheard. Oh, the activist later said she might have misheard. I mean, are you kidding me? I may have misheard. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, so she said that she called the protesters speed bumps and wanted to run them over. And here's what happened to the student that she said that about. She was already... Oh, wait, no. This is... What happened? She was denounced as a Nazi, had school investigations, and there was an attempt to have her expelled. Oh, because she's the daughter of a police officer. I bet that's why she made that up. Well, I mean, you joined the protest. She joined the protesters. And this is what she gets. Oh, Jesus. So this is the activist here. I mean, wow. She was attacked over and over. Yeah, we've seen this happen all the time. So she apparently told some garbage truck driver, like, that good thing. Oh, wait. Or no, she... Hold on. Sorry. Here's what really happened, apparently. A truck driver had parked his vehicle to protect the protesters. And this white girl said, "It's a good thing you were here because otherwise these people would have been speed bumps." Meaning, thank God you're here to not have that happen. But then she took it the wrong way on purpose. And... oh my God, man. Do people not... Like, here's... Like I said before, like... If you start doing these, hate campaigns... And really what it is... Ugh, God. I mean... They did it in Maoist China where they hung posters up of, like, certain teachers and denounced them and put all kinds of names that they were. Like, this is basically... I mean, it is the same thing. So now what people do, instead of hanging posters up, is they tweet, like, she said, we're speed bumps or something, or she wanted to run us over. And then this girl fucking has, like, death threats, has all this shit happen. She's in college. She had people coming up to her saying shit. I mean, my phone did not stop blowing up, she said. I didn't sleep for nights, of course. Oh my God, she was probably jealous of her. So she reported that, and then the college condemned the white student without any, any proof at all. She was just denounced by the Maoist Red Guard people in school. We are in the, we're in a new Chinese, like, Maoist revolution now. I mean, this is what people do instead of hanging up those posters and saying... I mean, that's what we're in, right? Like, we've been in it, though. But, that's what those managers were afraid of. I mean, that's what is happening. Okay, so this is an actual article comparing now to then. America's Cultural Revolution is familiar to the Chinese. Children denounce their parents, students, their teachers, and classmates, each other. This is what we're doing on Twitter. I mean, that girl, the activist, doing that to the white girl is what they did back then. I mean, it's literally the same thing. And now it's actually, like, it's just faster. Former Chinese Red Guard says, "Oh, I'm sorry for the death of a teacher. I'm sorry they died because of me." Man, I don't know. Oh, wait, that's what it's called, a big character poster? Hold on. I may have found the term. Aha! 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 Big cock, the poster. 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 Big cock, the 100 Flowers movement. 100 Flowers movement. It's called. I don't know why I wasn't. I really don't know why I wasn't taught about the Cultural Revolution in school. I mean, we might have stopped this woke stuff and cancel culture sooner. We might have had more attacks on it if we were all taught this. I know it's China and it's hard to figure out what's secret and not. Oh, they're okay. Yeah, this is what they were called, the Daze Bao. Daze Bao, I don't know how to say it. In other words, a big character poster, a type of political writing expressed on paper in handwritten characters and posted in a. Oh, this is what it looks like. Posted in a public place like Twitter. Wall covered with such posters established a forum for discussion and dissemination. They played a big role in the 100 Flowers movement, during which individuals were encouraged to express their opinions on politics. In 1958, Mao Zedong wrote that a big character poster is an extremely useful new weapon. It can be used anywhere as long as the masses are there. What they do is used to expose enemies of the revolution. In other words, somebody that has wrong think, somebody that is not adhering to woke ideology, accuse them of crimes, and call for class struggle against them. In other words, cancel culture. I know you guys are going to go, well, China is crazy. We're not doing that. Yeah, we are doing that now. Now, I know we're not literally calling for violence. Well, now we are starting to. I mean, now you are seeing calls to violence, literally. But for a while, it was just cancel them, don't let them work again in whatever field. Red, okay. I guess I thought for some reason it was going to be a picture of the person, but I guess it's just writings about, basically tweets. Let's see if I can find another Dazi Bao. And I do recommend the book Red Scarf Girl because she was a kid, I guess is a true story. She wrote about how she was in the Red Guard and she made these about her teachers and then she felt bad about it during it. And I know I might have talked about this before, how she said the dumbest students were the most outspoken Red Guard cancel culture people back then. We got to start calling this what it is. I mean, protest against, they pasted in a public forum, Twitter, and it might have been viewed by hundreds of people or even reprinted in an official press venue. Twitter. Guess what, guys? In Maoist China, in the Cultural Revolution, guess what they called their enemies back then? Rightists. They said you were right wing back then as a way to get people to stop and listen and join their movement. You know the way that they attacked you back then? They said you were right wing, basically. Rightist. It was called the anti-rightist. I mean, it's the same word in English, rightist. Same thing as right wing. It's just, it's literally the same thing. And back then it was we want to stop landlords and anyone who's in the bourgeois class, the upper classes. And I don't know I guess landlords were really important back then. Now, no one gives a fuck about. Those aren't. Landlords here are not holding sway and not, But the thing was, even if your family or your relatives had or were a landlord or had ties to, upper classes, you were denounced and you had to be sent to working camps and your parents were sent. And we could be headed here if we have What I'm afraid of now is because I know Biden's gonna get in again. Like no matter what, he's gonna get in again. I mean, now if he does go pass away, and we get Kamala, I do actually worry that shit is gonna go crazy. Like, now I'm not saying I don't know. I mean, I just think some crazy laws are gonna be passed. Like the way Biden right away signed the thing, like that made it possible for trans people to enter women's sports. He signed that like day one. I'm not making this up. This is what happened. He did that because obviously someone told him to do it. But Kamala is way more into that. She wrote that letter to Dylan Mulvaney or whatever. She is going to put some shit in motion. Like, plus she's terrible. I don't even have her fucking saying anything anymore. But anyway, hopefully this doesn't happen. Hopefully people, I don't know. I'm not going to hope anymore, but. I mean, how is that not the same as Twitter and cancel culture? I mean, it's the same thing. I wonder if somebody's had to say that. Gen Z defends cancel culture as positive thing on Dr. Phil. See? They got swayed. They got... Unbelievable. I don't know why they didn't do an article about that. Well, I'm doing it here, guys. I'm making fucking change happen, dude. Watch the fuck out, everybody. Big character poster. So, kids are just stupid. They just... big character posters. Anti-rightist campaign. Just remember that. Just don't forget that. If you were right-wing back then, that's when you were the enemy of this. And millions of people died during this revolution? I mean, I don't... people say they like socialism. I mean, they dehumanized the accused, employed martial language that called for violence. I don't know how we're not going here. Like, how are we not going here? They keep getting more, Also, what they did in Maoist China is they got rid of the four olds, they were called. They got rid of all the old art. It would be the equivalent of... Well, now they're doing that with, those books now. They're erasing all the offensive words. They're kind of... Yeah, I guess it's happening here now. But, what they did was they got rid of... now I have to look that up, sorry. Yeah, guys, here we go. One of their early objectives was to wipe out the four olds. Old things, old ideas, old customs, and old habits. The new leadership. See, if somebody gets in power, that's like ultra woke and ultra militant, this is what's happening. I mean, it's already happening anyway, like slowly, but not like... It would basically be like if that summer of 2020 would just keep going and get worse. Burning old books, smashing of old objects. I mean, they invaded young Red Guards, and they were all young people, invaded homes and shattered family altars that denoted anything old. Everything, the few temples, mosques, and churches still used for religious purposes were closed and put to secular. And this was another thing. Mao didn't want religion anywhere because I guess you were supposed to worship him only. So anything, any Catholic or Christian anything was destroyed. Anything, even a family picture. So they got rid of all old art. It would be like we get rid of all old movies, or we go back and we put in woke stuff. We do like a Star Wars special edition, but put in like social justice stuff only. We just change every character to trans. Princess Leia is now trans Princess Luke, and now Luke is Leia. We just switch it around. 1971 this is from, guys. Things have changed. Destroy the 4 olds. Take away the 4 olds. Oh, this is another thing they did. For some reason, they were anything that was evidence of a bourgeois lifestyle, they would destroy it. Or if somebody, they would stop passersby whose appearance was unacceptable, whatever that means. I think it meant like anything that looked like high fashion, anything upper class looking. They would shave their hair, cut open their trousers, or knock off their shoe heels. God, this is awful, man. I mean, in Shanghai alone, an estimated 150,000 homes were illegally searched. They took away anything that was considered old, but also currency, banknotes, gold, everything. So this is not taught. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember learning about this in school. Like, I don't know why I didn't. But if you're a teacher out there, teach this to the kids. We thought Mao was doing a wonderful thing. They said. Guess what? Piece of shit. If you're a teacher out there, hint. My friend who's there, hint. Teach this. Teach this, you will. Teach Mao, you will. Teach this, you will. Get rid of the 4 olds, you will. Look, every SJW is a supervillain, corny supervillain. That's what they all are. Every woke guy, every woke person, every Antifa person is a corny supervillain. And we got to make fun of them. You know, they all are ugly, too. They're ugly inside and out, guys. Make sure you're... everyone's beautiful on the inside if they're really nice. I'm going to make a big character post about you. Okay? We thought we were doing a good thing. Famous last words. Everybody woke now. We thought we were doing a good thing. That's going to be what a headline of the New York Times is soon. Like I said last time, the new lobotomies, those are going to be like, I mean, this is cancel culture. I guess this is a museum with all the big character posters. I'd like to go there, and I wish I could read it, though. They don't, because the thing is, they're like not, like they don't want to like memorialize all that, I guess. Although China's still pretty horrible. You know, I mean, it's not like China overcame. Well, at least China's good now, you know. Kept that whole lab thing a secret for a while, didn't they? But at least they're good now. They got rid of all the 4 olds, and they won. You know, it actually worked. They got rid of the bad stuff. At least they got rid of the right wing people, because then they overcame that, and now it's good now, because the bad baddies, the rightists, are all gone because Mao was right, actually. All right, guys. I don't know. I mean, look, teach the kids. Teach the children. They can be taught. They aren't going to be distracted. By TikTok every 2 seconds. Guys, look. The children are our future. The children are the future. The way of the future. Teach the children, because they're our future, guys. Don't worry about the fact that every half a second they'll have to scroll on TikTok. They have to vape. They can't think. They can't sit still. Don't worry about all that. They're on fucking opioids. They're born addicted to opioids. Anything like that, just ignore that and put that all away. The way of the future. 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 The way.
Of the future. Oh, I forgot to finish that bit I was doing. Oh, I forgot to finish that bit I did. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I was gonna do that bit about.
I'm the devil. And I'm talking to Sam.
Anyway,
I was saying, Sam Smith, hey, you're doing way overboard.
listen, I'm the devil, Sam Smith. Just tone it down a little bit. Like, it's cool you're doing all the satanic and you're wearing the horns and stuff. Like, that's cool that you're like representing me and all that. Like a Satanist, that's cool. Like evil, haha, that's fucking badass or whatever. Like, that's cool. But like, listen, it's a little bit like on the nose, a little bit, don't you think? I mean, especially that when you took a knife and you stabbed that, like, simulated killing a baby and stuff on stage, like, and then you drank the blood, and then you know, ran across stage with the blood coming out. I mean, and then you ate the baby, and then you ate the family, and then, like, I don't know, you, like, had sex with, like, a horse, and then you killed the horse, and you ate the horse, and then you fucking... I mean, look, it's cool that you're, like, representing Satanism, you're doing your thing, whatever, but, like, listen, it's on the nose a little bit. That's all we're saying. It's like when you go see... It's a shocking thing, but it's like, all right, we get it. You know what I mean? Like, just a little, tone it down a little bit. I know some guys that can write for you if you need writers, or like, I don't know, if you need like some kind of, just a little touch up. It's great. What you're doing is great. You're really getting the message out there. You know, you're really getting the equity out there. The queer, whatever, everything you do is cool, but like, just, you know. People like are just gonna tune out because it's like, I don't get it. Like, they're not gonna even be offended. They're just gonna go, I don't know. I like this old stuff. Like, I don't know. It's not gonna be like, not everybody is offended or not liking it because they're like offended. It's not just the Christians. It's like everybody's like, alright, that's a little on the nose. Like, so like, just do me a solid, dude. Because I got a good spot for you down here in hell or whatever. Like, you can suck my cock for eternity, and then, like, you know, somebody fucks you in the ass at the same time, and then you're in that one pit. You're getting stabbed, and you're getting shot too, and then you're in an acid bath or whatever. You like whatever you want to do down here, dude. It's fine, but like, you know, I'll get you a writer. I'll send you some names I know. I'll get you a writer. I'll get you a the future. Anyway, it was a pretty late callback. But that's how we do it here, guys. The Devil's Land. Actually, I'm the devil, I'm not a big fan of Sam Smith. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really listen to his stuff, but I don't know. Like, to be honest, I'm kind of like, let me know if you know any artists now, because like, if anybody wants to sell their soul that like isn't Sam Smith, like, and I'm not saying he's bad. Like I said, like, great dude, getting that message out there. But like, yeah, just like, I don't really like his new stuff. So just like, send me some names. I don't know. Just anybody that wants to sell their soul and be evil or whatever. Satanic. But seriously, like, I do want some new songs to listen to. So just Alright, thanks.